Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. My name is Patricia. Please press subscribe and like, and then share this video with someone who you know needs it. Okay, so today let's talk about becoming a millionaire. Me and a friend of mine was talking about this today. In the home care industry, they have all these consulting companies that's popping up, and they're teaching people how to open their own home health agency. So then people come into this business and they want to do a home health agency, but they don't have any money for marketing. So in other words, they'll pay these consulting companies $10,000 to show them how to open it up. And then 2 years down the road, they end up closing their agency because they couldn't get patients. But they'll come in it all gung-ho, hey, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to make millions of dollars, but you don't even have money to do your marketing. If you want to be a millionaire, there is a strategy to become a millionaire. There is a plan to become a millionaire. You are not going to just wake up the next day and become a millionaire. It just doesn't work like that. I personally believe that you either have to talk to someone that's been there so they can give you the blueprint of how to get there, or you need to read different books about how people became millionaires. You know what I mean? Because they all do it. It's all the same thing. They just use a different business. But the strategy part is the same. So I have this friend that, he just refuses to do affirmations. See, he just don't believe in affirmations. He's been struggling with the home health agency now for a few years, and he's gotten nowhere at all. Because he said he doesn't believe in affirmations. So I tried to put it another way. I think I had told you all before. I told him, okay, well, let's just have this conversation with God within you. Because you think, God within you to get it that way. But he doesn't do that. There are certain strategies or certain things that if you want to be a millionaire, you're going to have to do. Like one of them, or have to do or have to stop doing. Like one of them. He likes to argue. So every now and then he'll just create arguments with people. I don't know. I think he just gets off with arguing. And I be trying to explain to him that arguing, it chases money away. So the money could be on its way in, and you have a lot of confusion and drama around you, is going to flee. Clearly, he doesn't understand that because he still do it. And I'm sure that when I first tell people that, I think they probably think I'm crazy. That's not true. You have to see it to believe what I'm telling you. I was telling my daughter that for the longest, and I had told you all this, and I don't think she really believed me until this man came back in her life. They've been together 15 years on and off arguing. And they started back, arguing really bad, like every day. Before the week is up, she had lost one of her jobs. And then the arguing consists in this other job, which she really had been with the other job for like a year. She felt very comfortable. She got along with the boss, everything. They got into a big argument. He fired her. And another source of her income stopped. So within a week and a half, she had lost 3 sources of income. And that's when she told me, oh my God, I now believe you when you say that about money's gonna flee. But she didn't understand it. It's because money is energy. And the more that you have of it, the purer it is. So if the energy is pure, it doesn't want to be around any confusion. I shouldn't say doesn't want to be, but I should say it can't be around confusion. You can't have love and confusion in the same space. Okay? And so but she actually saw this happen in her life. So what happened is she broke up with the guy because I said, you're going to have to choose your money or the guy because all this arguing. So she chose to remove the guy from her life. When she moved the guy out of her life, everything was calm in her life. The next week, she started creating jobs again. And she's still on those same jobs, on money-making things that she had created. Because after 1 week, after she had broke up with the guy, the money just started coming back because there was no more confusion, no more drama at that time. But now, if she goes to create other drama, which she will because she likes drama, she'll just attract the money back. She'll attract the confusion back, which will make the money leave again. But what she told me is that this time she clearly could see that the money was dissipating from her life because of all the argument, the drama that was going on. So she really believed it this time, and where she does like drama, she definitely was not going to bring it into her personal space anymore because she did see it leaving. And people don't realize that. You can't be trying to build wealth and then on the other hand you're doing something that's going to knock it down. You're never going to build it. But it's certain things that you have to do. Like me and my friend was talking about making money, and there was something that I wanted to do a booking agency for the travel business, and he was saying that with all the other travel companies, the other big ones that's out there, I couldn't do that. It would cost like a fortune to do that. And when you tell me I can't, honey, I'm gonna have to show you. Yes, I can. So I said to him, can is not even in the dictionary. So if you try to look up the word can't, it's not in there. My mother used to say can't is not a word. You could do anything that you want to do. Anything. So I was telling my friend, when I put my mind to it, I could do anything I want to do. There is no such thing that my company could not be just as big as a company that had 4 million backlinks, for example, and I have none. I just have to be patient, grow those backlinks on my website, and then get authority domain, and then I would be just as strong in that website as, let's say, $1 million or $1 billion company. He said, yes, that's true. Okay, then don't tell me I can't. Because when it comes to anything, I could do whatever I put my mind to. I said to him, it may take 5 years for me to build my company up with another booking agency that books travel that's a $1 billion company. But so what? You have to start somewhere. Even that $1 billion company has to start somewhere. They didn't always have 4 million links because one of them has 4 million backlinks. This is for SEO people. To get your website on the first page of Google. This is one of the things you would have to do. And that company didn't always have 4 million backlinks. So if I take my time and over a period of time, I could have 4 million backlinks too. It's not going to happen. Like, I don't expect to wake up one day and think everything going to fall in place and I'm going to be a millionaire the next day unless I win the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. But if I'm working at it, it's going to take some time. But at least I'm working at it. He's saying, well, yeah, that's true, because some people don't work at it. They get impatient. Then we went on to talk about this, about the fact that people open these nursing agencies and they don't have a clue what they're doing. They don't have any money for marketing or anything. And that is just ridiculous. Have a plan, people. Have a plan. If you want to be a millionaire, how are you going to get there? Are you going to get there because you have one main company? Are you going to get there because you're going to have all passive companies? How are you going to get there? I have a friend that's a multi-millionaire. He has 13 passive incomes coming into him. And he has one major business that he runs. And they all are bringing in money. So is that how you're going to get there? Or are you going to just take one company and build that up and get there with that? And then have passive incomes? What are you going to do? Some of you just think about, okay, I'm just going to open up a home health agency and that's going to make me a billionaire, a millionaire. That's what my friend says. He ain't even thought about passive income. And I've heard millionaires say, I can't think of his name. What is his name? I can't think of it. But he always said, if you don't have passive income, you will stay broke. You have to be able to make money while you're sleeping. How many of you have passive income set up? So what is your strategy for getting rich? Are you going to have passive income? Are you going to, not what are you going to do? What is the strategy that you're going to use? Maybe you might decide to open up start 5 passive incomes. And each one of them you wanted to make, let's just say you want to bring in $25,000 a year off of each one of those. That's not very much, but let's just say that. And then you have another company, that's a major company, and that's where you're going to put all your money. If it's on the computer, you're going to SEO it, all that, to get it on the first page of Google so you could be making money. Maybe you'll do that. That could be your strategy. Or you might plan to have 2 businesses and 7 passive incomes. Maybe each passive income you'll have bringing in, $500,000 for each company until you reach $1 million. Like, what is your strategy, people? You have to have a strategy. Don't go into this blindly and think, oh, if I do affirmations, I'm just going to, get the money. So when you do these affirmations to get the money, yes, you're going to get the money, but this is the thing. When you do them, like, you might not even know what business you're going to even go into, because that's the main thing. People will write me and say, I'm asking to be a millionaire, but I don't have a clue as to what business I'm going to do. Well, I've always been told spiritually that it's not your job to figure out what business you're going to have to do it. You just ask if that's what you want, and then God will lead you to what would be, it'll put on your spirit the correct business that you need to open, or whatever it is you need to do to bring that money in. And so you don't put a lot of thought into what business you're going to have, because God will give you that, or your higher power, whatever you call God, will give you that. But do you have a strategy? Are you going to just bank it on just one business? Or, like I said, are you going to do the passive? What are you going to do? What is your strategy? Are you going to do affirmations to become rich? Or if you're going to do affirmations, are you going to do affirmations in the daytime? Or are you just going to do affirmations at night? You could just do wealth, wealth, wealth when you go to sleep at night. Is that what you're going to do? Or are you going to do wealth in the day and wealth in the night? You understand what I'm saying? Sit down and get yourself a strategy as to how you're going to get from poverty to rich. So now, if it's already been put on your mind that you should open up a business, let's say it's come on your mind that you should open up a home care business, that's great. What kind? Is it going to be skilled, non-skilled, staffing agency? What are you going to do? So you need to take these areas in your life and go through it very good, strongly. When you're going to do a non-medical, you need to make sure in your area people can afford to pay for your service. If they can't pay for your service, then you need to apply, because in different cities they do have programs for poor people. Like if you can't afford to pay for your own home health care, they do have programs that will pay for it for you. And as an agency, a non-medical home health agency I'm speaking of, they will, you could get your agency certified to take the low-income people, and the state will pay for that. So you probably didn't even know that. So sit down, do your homework, get your strategy. What is the strategy you're going to use to get millions of dollars into your hands and use? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Have a good week.